Many men know many things. No one knows everything. Legal maxim. It is said that, in the beginning, the gods created mankind in their own image and likeness, to be both their servants and also their companions. Each so-called natural person was bound to the world by a special pendant called a Thelema, which embodied that person's talents, their desires, and above all, their will. The master artisans of the gods took great care to design each Thelema to be as unique and intricate as the person who wore it. Upon each medallion was inscribed a summary of their life's purpose, and a symbol as well, both of which, if understood, would aid that person in fulfilling their sacred duty, their true will. The gods were quite pleased with their handiwork, that is, until one day, their creations became aware of the awesome power the Thelemas possessed. The power of will, they realized, when fully harnessed, could make them equal to the gods and overturn the natural order of things. In time, mankind rebelled against their makers, and the world became engulfed in the fires of destruction. Amidst such chaos and defiance, the gods felt they had little choice but to destroy their own creations and start anew, or else risk being usurped. This grieved them deeply to know that their labor of love would be lost forever. Among the gods was one called the Star Maiden. Upon learning that mankind was set to be purged, she descended upon the world and spoke out in their defense. She pleaded that the creators, and not the created, bore the fault for this failure, and said that, if the world they had built would be destroyed, then so would she along with them. Moved by her selfless act, the gods convened to decide what ought to be done. They appointed one called the Waterbearer, who was the husband of the Star Maiden, to carry out their decision. With the stroke of his sword, the Water-bearer severed the Thelemas in two, and with them their bearers as well, so that mankind was now divided into man and woman, their bodies and wills torn apart. Every man and woman was now but half what they once were, a mere semblance of their former selves, which the gods then called human, for their having naught but the color of the gods had originally made them. With the humans divided, the Water-bearer flooded the world so that they and their Thelemas would be scattered across its face. By the grace of the gods, only a select few of incredible will would ever come to rejoin their missing half and become whole once again. Furthermore, fearing the humans might loose their bonds and become free of the world, they decreed that any human who removed their Thelema would forfeit their will to live. In this way, the gods felt secure in the knowledge that mankind could never again rise to its former strength, unless they too possessed the will of a god, and in finding their twin flame, become worthy of such a divine gift. Out of pity for the humans, the Star Maiden remained within the world to protect and guide it from the shadows. In time, the waters receded, and the Waterbearer descended into the world to search for the Star Maiden, that they might be reunited. Centuries passed, and the influence of the gods began to fade, as did the memory of them, until they became little more than myth and legend.